Because without giving yourself this time, just a few minutes daily to orient your life in the direction that you want to go, then you will default to former habits and patterns. You'll end up on a hamster wheel like most people, spiraling down. You see, if you're not clear, if there's no sense of how you're going to actually achieve your goals, then you can't be motivated because you'll lose belief. Likewise, you need to have your reasons. You need to have a strong desire. You need to know why it's meaningful and important to you. Welcome to Next Level Warrior, a self-development channel dedicated to the knowledge and tools to help you build your warrior within to become your next level self. My name is John, your personal development coach, and today we're talking about how to quickly create a 2-page spread that you can review just before you journal to boost your motivation and drive every morning to clarify what's most important to you in life. In a recent video, I went over the 3 principles of motivation that need to be in place in order to maintain a steady foundation of motivation in life. In a nutshell, they're a strong desire for the specific goal. You need to have belief in what's actually important to you, that it's meaningful and exciting. Number 2, having some level of capability towards achieving your goal. Some level of skill and knowledge that can at least start you on the process. And number 3, the belief that you can actually achieve it. That third motivation principle in particular, believing you can achieve your goal, is the one that requires the most action on your part in order to keep fueling your belief as you move towards achieving the goal. And this method I'm going to show you will actually help you greatly with this. Basically, it's a 2-page spread you create at the beginning of your notebook or journal. Something you spend 30 to 60 seconds reviewing before journaling for 5 to 10 minutes. It consists of about a handful of your own bullet points under 5 specific categories that shouldn't take too long to fill out. The purpose of it is to prime your mindset by quickly reviewing it as part of your morning routine, something I use on a daily basis, regardless if my motivation is low, because it helps to remind me of where I'm at, it helps me to clarify what I'm working towards, and what's most important to me. Basically covering most of those motivational principles in under a minute. So let's show you how you can create it. Your 2-page spread will consist of 5 main headers. Where I'm currently at now, wins from the past 90 days, wins for the next 90 days, where you'll be at in 3 years, and where you'll be in 1 year. Your goal is 1 year from now. In the first one, this is where you'll want to bullet out, where am I at now? What are the current results from what you've achieved in life? It could be the past few years, the last decade, your current projects that you're working on, what excites you, how you've changed in life compared to some other part of your past. Mine in particular is quite heavily centered around my greatest focus at the moment, which is building out my Next Level Warrior coaching business. Sometimes though, when I make these, I have different things that come to mind in terms of big changes I've made in my life. And everyone's will be different, so try not to get too stuck on this. The next category is your wins from the last 90 days. Wins are your achievements, progress that you've made towards your goals, basically anything that you feel good about, anything that deserves to be acknowledged. And it doesn't have to be completely goal related, so jot down a handful or more of these from the past 90 days. This portion, just like the where I'm at now category, is about measuring the gains in your life. And if there was only one thing you could take from this video, it's the concept of measuring the gain and not the gap. It is one of the foundations that I personally teach that I learned from one of my mentors, where we do this weekly to really sharpen your mind, your memory, and use this concept in psychology of selective attention to your advantage. Feeling good about your real and factual achievements instead of defaulting towards measuring the gap, measuring and comparing yourself to what doesn't even exist yet, how far away you actually are from your goals. So to help you with this second category, make sure to answer these questions in your journal. What were your top 5 biggest wins from the last 90 days? What is it about your current situation that gives you the most confidence and excitement? What are the 5 big jumps or wins that you can make in the next 30 to 90 days that will create the biggest impact in your life? Now make sure that you take a screenshot of this for the future. It'll really help you out a lot with creating this 2-page spread and pushing the dial forward on your self-development journey through these monthly reviews. You'll definitely want to answer these questions once a month or at least every 90 days. Now moving on to the next section, we're going to be looking towards the future. The next 90-day goals. This is where you'll list out the top 3 to 5 goals or outcomes for the next 90 days. Things that haven't happened yet, which you're working towards. Now, if this is new to you, don't sweat it. Most people only create New Year's resolutions or goals at the beginning of the year, then try to forget about them 2 months later when they don't feel good about their progress. And it's easy to see why. There's no plan to clarify the
how the f am I gonna do this
part. This is why you've got to at least break it down into smaller goals. 3-month targets that are manageable, and of course from there, you're going to be breaking them down into monthly and weekly targets to help you understand how to actually move forward, or even change up your targets a bit. Now, here's the future self part. This is the part that's going to help you to actually build your excitement further. Where will future you be in 3 years? How much money do they earn? What projects are they working on? What are their relationships like in their life? This is where you're clarifying a future self, which can actually help you develop a pull-based motivation, something that pulls you towards it, a future self that you desire to move towards. Finally, the last part of this 2-page spread is a scaled-down version of this. Where will you be 1 year from now? What are your top outcomes from the goals that you're working towards that you want to achieve over the next 12 months? You can make this a specific date that has meaning, or simply make it 12 months ahead from today. The purpose of these 2 pages is to prime your mindset every morning for a powerful journaling session, to lift your mood quickly by seeing your present achievements, reminding you of what your short-term goals are, motivating you with your bigger picture 3-year goals, and helping you to create the utmost clarity. You see, if you're not clear, if there's no sense of how you're going to actually achieve your goals, then you can't be motivated because you'll lose belief. Likewise, you need to have your reasons. You need to have a strong desire. You need to know why it's meaningful and important to you. Because without giving yourself this time, just a few minutes daily to orient your life in the direction that you want to go, then you will default to former habits and patterns. You'll end up on a hamster wheel like most people, spiraling down. And I can tell you with great certainty, since you made it to this point of the video, that this is the last thing you want. You're interested in change. You've got to be interested in change. You know that you can live a happier, more fulfilling life, and understanding how you can actually shift these old patterns and build new foundations to support the new life you're creating. Understanding the 3 principles of motivation are a huge importance to this because you can see how they directly impact your life. And while I didn't go into too much detail on it, the next video is where I'm going to be breaking it down to help you start building your next level self now. Understanding this will play a huge role for you on this journey. So make sure to click on that next one, share this video where people will actually appreciate it, hit the like button to support this channel, and never stop growing, warriors. I'll see you guys in the next one.